What are some of the biggest problems that can occur if you don't understand this one simple thing that every single business owner, every business association, every company needs to know right now? Answers coming in just a moment. My name is Beat Gillette. I'm the growth architect, founder of the Women's Code, and I am in business and leadership development because you kind of can't do one without the other. So, one of the things that I'm really always very involved in is getting my head around the data. What does the data show? How do people behave? What's the consumer behavior? What do we need to be doing? So, I had the great fortune to watch a webinar from Dakota and an interview that I had with the chief strategist, Kristen, and I learned a lot about what the data shows and what you can and cannot do right now. So the most important thing you need to understand is that because of COVID and civil unrest, people have been in a negative mindset for months since March this year. So you do the math how long that is. When you are in a perpetual negative state of mind because you don't have any outlets, you can't exercise, you can't do your regular routine, you can't see your friends, you can't engage, you can't blow off steam going to the bar, you can't do any of these other things that people normally do to manage their emotions. So they're sitting in this amount of negative emotion for what is it now, a half a year almost, that we've been constantly in this negative mindset. Now, in the United States, we also have an election that's coming up, and that adds more to that hostility and negativity. I mean, the language has already ever always been bad, but now the language is just taking a whole other level where people are, at each other's throat for disagreeing with them on something. So when you look at the negative emotion, what that means for your organization and your business, you need to establish yourself as a partner. So I got a letter from my bank, the Citibank, where my mortgage is, and I had missed my tax payment. I mean, in all this insanity, I missed it, so there you go. The county assessor is pretty cool about it. They say, well, we understand people are out of their minds, stuff is happening. Just tell us why you missed it, and then we'll might waive it for you. And which is great because they're establishing themselves as my partner, as my friend. So I like them. And then here comes Citibank, and Citibank goes, how dare you, and you must do this, and here's the letter, and this is a first notice, and here's the second notice, and the language is aggressive and mean. There's no empathy, there's nothing. They're just jerks. So how much do you think I want to continue taking my business to Citibank? So if you guys are listening, I mean, what the heck are you thinking? Same thing, certain associations now that need to have their people pay their dues, but now people are not having the same kind of income. So what should you do? Should you insist that the dues are due at this level that it's always been? Or should you say, look, you've been a member of ours for 10 years, 15 years. We love to have you. We understand these are very difficult times. We're helping you out. So the data shows, just so to put this in perspective for you, the data shows when you fuck this up, you have a 93% of negative feedback from consumers that hate you for being such jerks. When you get it right, however, the number flips to the opposite. So if you allow them to skip a payment with no penalty, if you waive the late payment fee, if you waive the interest charge, if you extend the payment terms, this is the type of stuff now that your buyers and your members need to hear from you. You need to establish yourself as a partner. So let me know on whether or not you kind of get the concept of this and how important it is to establish yourself as a valuable partner and a friend in difficult times like this. Thank you so much for watching. This is Beat Gillette.